Howdy! Everyone, this is Aide-de-Camp here. Welcome back to my 2026 NFL season discussion, or in this video, the 2026 NFL postseason. If you didn't catch my last video discussing how the Bears are going to be doing this year, you can catch that right here in one of these corners. I don't know which one. Also, apologies in advance if my voice is a little rough. I kind of lost it this weekend screaming my head off on some rides at Kings Island, so if it sounds weird, that's why. That being said, let's get into it, but first, if you enjoy this video, please leave me a like and subscribe. I don't always post sports content, but if you like history or video games, you'll probably like my stuff anyway. Thank you, and now, if you didn't see my last video, I predicted that the Bears would go 12-5, improving over last season. Now, does that mean I think they're gonna finish in first place in the NFC North once again? Well, actually, no. Sorry to burst your bubbles, fellow Bears fans, but I think we've still got a lot to work on. But we will have proved ourselves to be a competent and dominant team that is not just a one-season wonder. So how will we finish? I think the Bears will have a number 6 seed, being under the Lions but above the Packers. If the Packers stay healthy and the Lions' window has indeed closed, I could see that flipping, but I'll say Lions, Bears, Packers, Vikings in the NFC North for now. Let me know in the comments if you think the Bears are on the trajectory I think they are, and as for the rest of the league, how you think your favorite team will do this season. For now, I'm going to step into way too early Super Bowl predictions. So for the rest of the playoffs, I'm going to predict that the LA Rams end up being the NFC's number 1 seed this year. They were a great team last year and just fell short to a dominant Seahawks. This year, I think they're going to do it and make the 1 seed, followed by the Saints, and then the Lions, who only fall behind the Saints due to being in a much tougher division. And the last division winner is going to be the New York Giants. I think they've got a bright future ahead of them, and I think they'll make the playoffs this year. Then we'll have the Seahawks, still a great team, make the 5 seed. The Chicago Bears will be the 6 seed. And lastly, the Packers will sneak in over the San Francisco 49ers for the final NFC wildcard spot of the 2027 playoffs. Now, in the 7 and 2 seed game, yes, the Saints might look better going into the game, but the Packers know playoff ball. They're going to come into New Orleans and show them how they're just not ready for the big time just yet. Packers beat the Saints to advance. Very similar to their win over the Cowboys just a few years back. Then the 6-seeded Bears up against the 3-seeded Lions. Again, the Bears just kind of seem to struggle against the Lions. This will be a hard game on the road against a very good opponent. I'm going to predict that the Bears are unable to pull out a win and are knocked out of the postseason, one and done. A tough loss, seeing as on paper we have improved with an extra win compared to last year, but an elimination nonetheless. Then it's the Seahawks against the Giants. Unsurprisingly here, I'm going to call it for Seattle. The Giants could be a good team, and they are going to be at home, but Seattle is just still dominant. They're not going to give up a loss in the first round of the playoffs to an up-and-coming Giants team. It's just not happening. Seattle is moving on, and that's it for the wild card round in the NFC. I'll move on to the divisional round for now and circle back to the AFC later. So we will end up having the Green Bay Packers playing the LA Rams off a bye week in Los Angeles. This is about the time when the Packers start falling apart, and the Rams are going to be a pretty dominant team. Easy Rams victory. After this, Packers fans are really going to start to wonder if LaFleur is going to be the guy who can take them deep in the playoffs. So that might be an issue for him. Then it's the Seahawks heading over to Detroit. Both of these teams are going to be fantastic. It's going to be a nice, close, fun football game. Detroit is the home team, but I like the fight that Seattle has in them. I'm going to call it for the Seahawks, which means we will have a rematch of last year's NFC Championship when the Seahawks take on the Rams. This time, LA will be the home team, and I do think that will make a difference. It was a close one in Seattle last year. This time, I think it will be a close one in LA, and the change of venue will also mean a change of winner. The Rams are going to get their revenge, take a win over the Seahawks, and advance to the Super Bowl for the first time since their win in 2022. Now, as for the AFC, I am predicting that the Cincinnati Bengals will be the #1 seed in the American Conference. I think the changes they've made to their defense will really turn them into a hot and dangerous squad. Joe Burrow, if he can stay healthy of course, is a fantastic quarterback and will keep their offense dominant. The Jacksonville Jaguars will take the #2 seed, the Denver Broncos will follow in just behind them in the 3 seed, and the Buffalo Bills will be the final division winner. Then I think the LA Chargers will show up big time and make it for the 5th seed. The Houston Texans will continue to be a very solid team and hit the 6th seed, and the Baltimore Ravens will be led to a 7th seed behind Lamar Jackson. Yes, this does mean that for the first time since 2008, neither the Kansas City Chiefs nor the New England Patriots will make it to the postseason. That might be a bold take after the Patriots' Super Bowl appearance last year, but if you saw my last video, you'll know I don't really think they're a serious team. They'll regress, both them and KC will miss the playoffs, so that means the 7th-seeded Baltimore Ravens will take on the 2nd-seeded Jacksonville Jaguars in the opening round of the wild card. The Jaguars will win very easily at home to a Ravens team that is under a new system and advance. The 6th-seeded Texans will head to Denver to play the Broncos, where the 3-seeded Broncos will win at home as well. Then the 5-seeded Chargers will meet up against the 4-seeded Bills. I think the Bills are going to be in the middle of a pretty big change, and they're going to be struggling a bit. I'm calling it a win for the Chargers on the road that finishes up the wild card games. So the 3-seeded Broncos will play a road game against the Jacksonville Jaguars for a pretty tough contest. I think the Jaguars are ascending. They're going to take a win here. Then the Chargers will head to Cincinnati, where they will fall to a very strong Bengals team. Kitty goes meow. The Jaguars and the Bengals will play to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. Maybe the Jaguars deserve a win, but I'm going to say the Bengals have fixed some of their big issues and find themselves atop the Jaguars when the game is over. Which means I am predicting a repeat of 2022's Super Bowl 56. The Rams will take on the Bengals down in Los Angeles, just like last time. People will be feeling a lot of deja vu all around the league, and it's going to be a stunning turnaround for the Bengals, who have had their problems since falling to the Rams last time. But I think their changes will really make a difference, and this time around it will be the Bengals taking home the Vince Lombardi at the end of Super Bowl 61. A tough loss for the Rams, who just as easily could win, but one I think most analysts will be predicting going into the game. So how did I do? Maybe I am a total idiot who doesn't know ball. Maybe you're a Bengals fan and you think I am the only person on the planet who's looking at this season fairly. Either way you swing, send a comment and let me know how you feel. If you're a Bears fan, I get it, we're hungry for a Super Bowl win ourselves, but yet when we look back, all our postmortems will show we actually progressed really nicely as a team. Our stats will look better, Williams will continue to develop, and will be primed for an MVP run in 2027, which very well may be our year to control the league and immortalize our franchise with our 2nd Super Bowl win. I'm Aide-de-Camp, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment whether you think the Bengals are going to be Super Bowl champions or not, or if you think I got it all wrong and who the real champion will be. I'm looking forward to hearing all of your takes. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day.